Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Can he latch on to this? The ball has bounced loose now. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Knocks it into space. Valverde, tidy with his distribution. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Aguero. O'Shea gets a foot in and wins the ball. Not the most convincing of passes. He steps in and that's the end of that. Can he get on the end of this? Great defending, strong and determined. That's a throw. Yamal has the space to scheme. He is through here. That's put pay to the danger. And that is a little undercooked. O'Shea getting forward. Diouf. Shevchenko. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
But they've got it again. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. There could be trouble here. He's got away. Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Turkey with the corner. They're first. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Pass somewhat off target, and he was quick to react. Valverde calmly anticipates. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! Oh, in he goes again. That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Aguero. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway.
Manchester have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. O'Reilly. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been given away. Ball is over the line. Threads one in. Oh, important interception.
Aguero, clear.
He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spread it left, and it's Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Massaro, played out wide. Aguero. And this is Shevchenko. Cafu. Juke. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? O'Reilly. And it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Pele.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Puyol does really well there, he is strong. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Aguero. Good pressure, determined, intense. He has found the way through. Diouf. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Has been indicated.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's found the way through. This looks promising. Great chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. Oyarzabal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Here's and a chance! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Ferran Torres. Llorente has the space to scheme. Akanji can clear it away. Hazard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Gavi. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Yamal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. And they're threatening to fly away here. What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Played out towards the right wing. Ferran Torres. And he's managed to get free. And he's gone long. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Ferran Torres. Opts to play it back. And here's Ruiz. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Portugal with the corner. They're first. Spain have the chance to go the other way.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Ruiz. Pedri engages and forces him off the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Immediately.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Cucurella is there and he can pick it up. Rodri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Puyol clears it away. Cucurella. That's destined for the flank. Now, oh, he's been caught on it here! And they've got rid. Didn't quite work for him. And it's been hooked away. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. And back to the goalkeeper. Kubasi. Laporte. And it's Ruiz. Quality ball. Now it's Batistuta. Now there's a fine ball. That's a good ball. Pedri. Now who's going to be first to this? Cucurella. It's Pedri. Gerrard is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 7, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 11. Substitution in progress.
Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's having a pop! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Now it's Yamal. And he's cut it out. Yamal. That's been slipped through. Oh, just skips past his man. Pau Kubasi defending his corner, and he shoots! That's another chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Substitution for
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Number 20,
Gerrard.
Messi.
Ball looks a good one.
13, Conte.
Pedri. Llorente. And it's Rodri. Yamal.
4 added minutes has been
Batistita.
indicated.
He is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's neat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fabian Ruiz. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's it. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Batistita. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Portugal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. And this is Pele. Shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. Neymar! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Now it's Aguero. Cafu. He won't be happy with that one. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Semenyo. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, and he shoots! It's a goal! again in a trice, and they are soaring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Sulemana. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. They're urging him. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 21,
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And here's Semenyo. He's found a way through. And that should get the job done. And claimed it back swiftly. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Yamal steaming forward at pace. He has found a way through. Oh, now here's it. Tries one from range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, they could be caught out here. Over to the right flank. He's got away. Now it's Pele. Oh, that's a key interception.
has been indicated.
And he can clear it away. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So, into the second half. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! Off the post! Ghana are looking to go forward now. Semenyo. Semenyo. This game already looks like a fait accompli. It's a promising position. And he's quick to get rid. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary. He read... Big chance! And that's a good finish. And they are right back within touch. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Ghana may be down, but not out just yet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's managed to get free. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now somewhat off target. Williams tries to pass it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Aguero. And this is Pele. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Gerrard. Number 7, Yamal. Coming on the field,
Sulemana.
Number 6, number 13, Messi. Substitution.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. Oh, good-looking ball. Iñaki Williams made a good run there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And there's a searching pass. Pele, chance here to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Neymar. Aguero.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that is as far as it goes. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
And just a quick
Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
In an inappropriate manner will be removed.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! Goal, Spain! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
After 12 minutes is number 3, Omorodia.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
He's got away. Decent chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Kane. Forwards and with intent. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Parla.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries to get it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And that was very necessary. Laporte with the clearance. Oh, Red, nice interception. Fermin. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gallagher. Played into space. England are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. He's had a shot! Goal! England are back in business.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Raya gets it away.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Gerrard carries the ball down the right. Looking for the run. Look at chance! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
England have their lead.
There will be 3
Well, they've
minutes
done the
of
hard part
time.
now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Lovely, now then. And he shoots! Of course! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that really is. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Spain kick off the second half. Yamal. Rice. Now it's Kane. Gallagher. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shot at goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's Parler. And he's intervened well there. And he thumps it clear. Cole, who's set up one goal so far. Cole! Chance! Goal! England! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Ferran Torres. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's really well manoeuvred.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the pass is intercepted. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. And here's Agahawa. He won't be happy with that one. Rice. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's destined for the flank. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, Waters shoots! And a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
The goal scorer for
Oh, one
Spain.
moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this poses a very interesting...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution in progress.
Adams. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And this is Kane. Priol deals with that comfortably. That's Gerrard. And it's Parlour.
Added minutes has been indicated.
He's found a way through. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
No winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Substitution for England, number 9, Kane. Number 41.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 5.
Spain did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. No, it's come to nothing. Maguire. Beckham. Palmer. Saka. And the shot! Priol gets it clear. And that is well cleared. And it's Parlour.
That's going in strongly.
Looking to play him in. So just 15 minutes still to come.
Take this opportunity to pay a visit to
Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it?
Substitution for England, number 19, Andy Cole. Number 8, Gerrard.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Coming on the field.
They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now?
Number 15, Gay.
Pedri, can he get on the end of this? And they're back on the ball again. Shapes to shoot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, and looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Pedri! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Yehi. Saka. And it's Beckham. Saka has it in a wide position. Beckham.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Beckham. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. Palmer to get things going. Oh, great save! That is a great save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Mikel Oyarzabal is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
England feeling the pressure. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
So on to the second man. Never in doubt.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
This then to level matters.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Xavi Alonso, the third man up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
England looking to keep step.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Asensio is the fourth man to step up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Yes, that's how you do it.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it. It's all about his mindset now.
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
It is the lonely walk.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve. Brilliant. Considering the circumstances, brilliant. Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge. He's telling himself he can get it done. He just has to pick the right spot.
Oh, he saved it! Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Menu probably wasn't expecting to take this.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
Spain have to score. And that is the end of that.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Hello,
So Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
Father of a boy in the green
Spain
backpack
really
kindly
must be
contact a
wondering
nearby
how
member of
different
staff.
this all could have been had they taken their chances, Peter. But it really was fine margins all round, I suppose.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks.
There's the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Kagawa. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Haaland, and this is Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. Shoots! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Tries to pass it through. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. And it's been played through. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Gerrard. Batistuta! Cafu. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Messi tries to play it through. Shot could be on. Chance! Goal! Lazio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Lazio have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
A nice sequence of passes this.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Bastoni. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Haaland. Iniesta. A true great in every sense of the word. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Batistuta. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in, and he was alert to it. Now it's Kagawa, and this is Shevchenko. Shoot!
Added time.
Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Well, that has not gone well. And it's half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So there was the first half.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Has a look and place it forward. It's come to nothing. Rodri. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Kagawa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bastoni can clear it away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Shevchenko. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution in progress.
Good chance here! And that's off target.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Cafu has it in a wide position. He is through here. And it's played into the middle. Goes for the shot! No, not quite.
Villa clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Real chance here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. And here's Haaland. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pinches it off him. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Pelé. And it's Batistuta. Oh, what a ball! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! And how did he not put that away?
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Otamendi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, and Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. And back to the goalkeeper. Cannavaro. 4 added minutes on the board. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Hello everybody, and a quick
Your
announcement
final
now.
thoughts, Jim?
I would like to
Manchester
ask you all to
desperately
kindly stay seated
failing
during
to
the match.
impose themselves
Thank
on the
you for your
game.
cooperation.
Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a shade optimistic.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Batistuta. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's lost his man here. A lot. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Veron. He's looking wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, he's seen through all of that. Right, Shevchenko. Kovacic calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers a classic look.
Well, the pass wasn't...
Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well...
You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Shevchenko. And he's there to make the challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Some really good ball movement. Oh, this looks sharp. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that is good. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That'll be a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Threads one in. Now it's Shevchenko. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a good spell of possession, this. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Raul, he has found the way through. Decent chance! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field. Number 26, Kagawa. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Pele.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And this is Shevchenko. Great vision. Some resolute defending there. Messi is the team's great visionary. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Now, can they get him away?
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Howson. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Messi. Odo. This is a promising build-up. No way through. Otamendi. And here's Batistuta. Diouf. Now this could be a shapes to shoot! Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Can he get on the end of this?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been
That's the keeper's ball. Not the most accurate pass.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And we come to you now with a quick...
Your reflections then, Jim.
Manchester just didn't look terribly sharp, Peter. Nothing wrong with the effort or the industry. They simply couldn't turn it on when they really needed it once the goal had gone in. There was only going to be one winner.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age?
Decent chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's worked it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. De Gea claims it without any fuss. There they go, hunting in packs. De Jong. Kubasi. Mosquera. Mateus. This is De Jong. Quarter of an hour played. And he welcomes it in. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Well, that has not gone well. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain after 23 minutes is number 7, Kvaratskhelia.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No joy this time. And here's the chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Mateus. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That is lovely.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Puyol wins the duel this time. Mateus conjures time and space where few can.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's
There will be
Mbappe.
1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. It's going across goal. He's done well to get that clear. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running. Shoot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
25. El Hadji.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Kagawa. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's picked his way through.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Threads one in. Gerrard. And this is Batistuta. That's cause for mild irritation. Tonali.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. De Jong. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Shevchenko. Diouf. O'Shea cuts it out. Knocks it into space. Tries to pass it through. Wan-Bissaka. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Baresi does really well to win the ball there.
Manchester are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Wan-Bissaka. Shevchenko. O'Shea. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good-looking ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Diouf does have his name on the score sheet, of course. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Brilliantly cut out. Kvaratskhelia! Well, the ball's run loose here. And that's it. In the end then, no joy, Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Ferran Torres! Takes the shot! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Xabi Alonso carries the ball down the right. Xabi Alonso stood his ground strongly. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that was vital. Zaire Emery. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Camavinga. And that has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? Goal, Spain! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Cantona! And that's a sharp finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen,
and it's been given away. Cantona! Oh, it's come off the upright, and he's following up. Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Lopez. They get a throw in. Looking for the run. Zaire Emery wants to run onto this. He is through here. Incoming delivery. And he's there to clear it. Cantona. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is the sense.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Camavinga promptly onto that, and that is that. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, this looks sharp. That looks a good ball through. Shapes to shoot! We've got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Big chance! Koundé. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Not the most accurate pass. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. He'll try from distance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Olise goes short. Goes for goal! Agahawa. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's been hooked away. That is Conte. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. Just 5 minutes left. Laporte makes the interception. He's through here. Agahawa.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Added time.
And the ball is out of play. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it." So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
That parking in the area around the
Well,
stadium
no winners
is
so
strictly
far,
forbidden.
but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Substitution in progress.
Well, we are already up and running again. And he was quick to react. That's a smartly directed ball. Olise. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Zaire Emery. And he's picked out the run. Olise! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's put paid to the danger. Camavinga crosses it in. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution.
Now, can they get him away? That has ended up in no man's land. No, that's been intercepted. Olise with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break.
Smoking is only permitted.
Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
France have their second corner now. Punched away. Olise's cross, and he's there to get it away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Tries one from range, and a terrific save from the keeper.
Cantona is offering a wry smile there.
Short changes him with that pass. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. And you can almost hear a pin drop. Mbappe is first to take the long walk. And he does it with poise.
They will want to follow.
Mikel Oyarzabal is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really.
And he duly obliges. So on to the second man.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Rifles it home.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
We're on to number 3 here.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Asensio is the third man to step forward. Terrific penalty, no keepers getting near that. And it's 3-3. Zaire Emery is the fourth man to step up. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Yamal is fourth up. Oh, super penalty, the keeper barely moved. And that takes us to sudden death. Tromeni with the last of the first 5 penalties. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped. This to win it. No pressure, of course.
Oh, brilliant! He had to save it, and he did!
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see. That's a brilliant read!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Puyol to win it. And that will do it!
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Spain have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.